Okay guys, so here we go again. So, you know, the car that should be my most reliable car, considering the fact that it is literally a luxurious race car basically, it is like my most unreliable car. The Talon. The Talon is literally more reliable than the Evo. That car don't leak a drip of anything. It really runs good. I mean, it's got an alternator surging issue, which is a simple fix. But for whatever reason, I didn't film this, but the freaking valve cover got a crack in it when I guess I put too much freaking pressure on it or something, so I leaked half a quart of oil all over the engine and trans. So I got that fixed with JB Weld, mind you, and I'm not going to show you. You'll probably find it eventually. But now, I can't even drive it because my fuel pumps are taking a leak. So I am taking this dang thing apart right now because I got to get inside here because I got to see if there is a blown hose inside. And, you know, I really need to go ahead and do my AN lines and redo the fuel system, new filter, all that good stuff. This thing still has a stock fuel filter on it, which I can't imagine the thing really likes E85. So, yeah, this is where we are standing. And my, you know, light right here is showing some dumb black lines through the video footage. So, I hope you guys enjoy that. But I've got to get this full-blown double pumper out of here because, yeah, I just said. So, probably gonna have to order some fuel pumps, and you know, it's not that big of a deal. Probably gonna order like 4 of them so I can have 2 on the shelf. Tire, I absolutely hate not having things on the shelf when I need them. It's one of the biggest pet peeves I have. So, I'm probably gonna order extras of everything. Oh my god, that sounded good. Alright, so I found the issue. Look at that gauge right there where it says that I have a quarter tank. Why are you lying? Look at this. I'm freaking certain that my thing is messed up because apparently that's a quarter tank and that's like extra full. This is, oh. So I'm just gonna do my fuel system right now. I don't even care. I'm done. I'm gonna go get some fuel, pull out my VP jugs, and I'm just, you know, I'm not even gonna deal with it. Freaking lines are empty. I'm not gonna get fuel on everything. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done. Also, there's my catch can setup. It's pretty decent. I'm actually pretty happy about it. What is going on with my like camera right now? Hold on. The camera was being weird for a second. But so there's my catch can setup, and there's my JB Weld. Oh, you've gotta love it. Oh, so far so good. Dry, no oil. Sucks that it has to be that way, but you know what? That's how it is. Got these, got this, and this fuel filter. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Got everything we need to do to get this stuff freaking just cooking. So here we have the stock fuel filter. What a time to live. I'm gonna go ahead and run my lines up through here because it's a pretty simple process. I'll get the car jacked up and pull all the old lines off. And I think we'll be pretty straightforward. Because I gotta get this plug out of here. And holy bananas, I do not have an Allen wrench to get this out. But I'm a genius. So here's the head of a bolt that literally fits perfect in here. And we're going to use the bolt head, to get this thing out of here. I have got my AN lines nearly ran. I'm waiting for a fitting to convert. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, I don't believe you, but we'll go with that. Alright, so we've got them ran. We got the 8AN and the 6AN. So the final part of this is to run them up to the front, which is no big deal whatsoever. All I gotta do is just take it right off that fuel line, or take it off the fuel pressure regulator, take it off the rail, bada bing, bada boom, put this guy in there, the old filtration device, and I think we'll be good to go. I ran into some clearance issues here on my Dash 8 fitting right next to my throttle body. It actually runs right into the cable guide. So after some debating here, I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and just trade sides, and we're going to put the feed side on the left, and went ahead and we're swapping the return side to the right side, so everything will be in a much better fit and I won't be running into clearance issues. Okay guys, I got my plug on. I'm going to turn the key over, activate the pumps, and see if I have any leaks. So let's see here. So far, no fuel. No fuel. Wow, you know, this never goes that good. So it's good. It's good. All right, guys. So here we are. I got her all filled up. Somehow the freaking gauge decided to start working again. When I put the fuel in it, it was literally on E and the light was on. So I'm guessing there was some kind of loose wire or something like that. Oh man, this thing sounds so much better. Okay, it's about fully warmed up. I had to adjust the fuel pressure down because the fuel pressure was up some. So this is kind of a lean idle. The leaner idles is what gives you your lope, like your heavy cammed out freaking dang old good stuff, see? And oh yeah, I forgot. I got launch control. So we're gonna richen this up just a little bit. I just want to show you guys how simple it is here to just adjust out what I just did. Now, most of the time, there's always going to be some kind of warm-up enrichment, and then in this warm-up enrichment, this it's basically a fuel enrichment across the entire map. This is only for coolant. So, coolant temperatures, you're going to want it like richer or leaner at certain temps. So richer when it's cold, leaner when it's warm. So that way, as it's warming up, you know your fuel ratios get down to where you want them to be. So instead of like, you know, idling at 11, you know, it'll get up there and idle at 14. So in my case, we are a little bit rich, or lean, sorry. So I'm just gonna add some fuel to it, and actually I'm gonna have to micro adjust this. Probably put it to like 77 or something, which probably put it about right. And it did. Put this one to 80, and I think it's just about good now. It's gonna do some searching for a second. See what it does here. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. I could do some micro adjustments here under fueling. Go to the VE table, pull it up here. I could do super tiny adjustments. Now if you look, you can see where it's looking right here. You can see the little points where it's actually at, but you can also see when I activate the cell highlighter, you can see which cells it's pulling from. So you can see that it's looking from both of these cells at the same time. So you're going to find a happy medium. You don't want to adjust just one of them too much or one of them too low, because it will never find a happy medium. You can see it's going up and down, and you kind of want it to sit in an area that is very good. Now you can see that it is searching, so if I adjust this just a little bit, you can see I can kind of keep it in the 14 area a lot more. Now, all I did was adjust it up just a little bit, and it's still gonna search, but this is like extremely close, especially for something with ginormous cams. I'm not like a freaking super pro at this or anything, but I do have knowledge and understanding of how things work. So this thing idles a lot better than the 240 does, so really big deal, really big deal. And you can see, I'm going to give you a little understanding here of this map. Now, something that I want to tell a lot of people, this map is not perfect by any means. I am still doing adjustments on it. You can see that it's extremely high up in the top part of the map, and that's because I was adjusting for boost, which I was doing because my fuel gauge was off and it was leaning out, not because I was not rich enough, but because I didn't have enough fuel in the car. Now, if you look at this map, you can kind of see how smooth it is. Now, it's very, very smooth. Let me zoom out here. Super smooth. Now, let me give you a scenario. So, let me say here. Okay, so say you're climbing stairs. You know, you're climbing stairs, you can run up them stairs, no problem at all. You can run up a slight incline, no problem at all. Now, say that you're running up an incline and then there's a straight freaking wall that you have to stop and climb up to get over. Now, if you look at this, I'm going to adjust this real quick. Actually, here, we'll adjust this, and we'll adjust this way up, and I will show you. If you look at this map right here, look at that vertical wall. Now, if I try to rev it, it's very rich in that area. It doesn't want to go past that until I give it more throttle, which it should just blip right past it. Terrible analogy, just because the rest of the tune is decent. I'm not trying to mess it all up. I don't want to have to redo it. Okay, so the point of this is you don't want the map to have vertical areas and vertical random points all over the map, because you want the car to be, you want the engine to be able to ramp the map all over the place easily. So you want it to be able to get from point A to point B in a nice, even, like, ramp, you know? You don't want it to have a vertical wall that it's nicely going, and then has to run, it has to hit the wall, do a massive amount of adjustments to get over the wall to get back to where it is. One of the things that I am trying to say, one thing I want to show you guys is this map, based off map, it's map sensor load, so right now it's in an idle, and then it's based off RPM. So as load map pressure boost, as boost and RPM increase, it's going to go like this. Now, this area right here is what it would be if you're in 5th gear, you're cruising up a hill. There's a lot of load, but not a lot of RPM. So you're going to have load and boost to climb the hill as a gradual. This one is if you're going downhill, but you're still accelerating. So you won't have any boost at all, you'll still be in vacuum, you'll just be high RPM. Now this one up here, this is full load, full boost, full RPM, so this is where all your fuel is going to be for your boost. Now something that I like to say is if this one is 44, you want these 3 cells to either be the same or a little bit more, so it needs to be a ramp. You don't want this one to be 44 and then this one to be like 43. Okay, this one needs to be 44, this one can be 45, then 46, 47. If this one's 44, this one needs to be 45, 46, 47. This one needs to be 46 or 47, and it needs to gradually incline. Now this one, I mean, you could just do straight 44.5, 44.6 if the map needs it. Now you don't want to have random numbers all over the place. It needs to be very, very gradual incline. Now what I'm saying is, let me just adjust this one right here. Now see, this one's 53.3. The one below it's 52. The one to the right's 58. And the one to the right below is 57. This is still a load-based area. This one's less, so this one doesn't require much fuel to get up here. Now, if I were to increase this, you can see that it makes no sense going. It makes sense going up. Now 52 to 60. But why is it 60 when just to the right of it's 58, and then just to the north of it's 55. All these cells here, all the way until you get them to where their gradual incline need to be adjusted to match this. You always start with an idle base tune in order to get your area. So you get your small area down here, and then you can adjust these, and as you're driving, you adjust the areas that the point is in, and then you can kind of guess and gather what it should be on the way up, because on the way up, obviously more RPMs require more fuel, and obviously more load requires more fuel. More RPM, more load requires more fuel. Just a slight, just a little lesson for you guys. Something very simple, and it's always good. Now you can see that point that I adjusted here. I can come over here to the map. Look how gross that looks. Now you're looking at this nice, smooth map, and there's that one point that just makes no sense at all. The best thing you need to be doing is looking at this map, and you can see how gradual this is. And you want to make sure that everything, all your numbers, are gradually increasing. If the number is 48.1, everything to the top and right needs to be higher. So 50 is higher than 48, 54 is higher than 50, 68 is higher than 54, 57 is also higher than 54, 70 is higher than the 68 and the 57. Now we're starting to get into a load area, and as you can see, you can see the pattern. See, 92, 95, 92, 95, 97, 100, 96, 100, 101, 102, 101, 102, 103, 104, 103. You just got to do that across the whole map. It's a very simple process, but it takes a lot of time, and it's something that it's hard to understand at first, but hopefully my lesson will give you guys a slight understanding. But now, I need to go tune this. It's idling very good. Obviously, since there's fuel in it, I spilled E85 all over the side of the car, so it needs a bath. Alright, so it's driving freaking fantastic. Messing with my coil dwell. The thing has not leaked, actually, anywhere. So my catch can setup is actually doing an excellent job, and I'm just tuning some drivability, and it has actually been very, very good. I'm getting under boost a little bit, but it's doing some cutting out, so trying to work that all out. Alright guys, just want to do one little quick pull before I end this video. And the car torque steers a lot, so it's not like can't really be crazy with it, because I'm not trying to like crash it. So